You catch her staring at you from across the room, but the moment your eyes meet, she looks away blushing. Deep down, you know there's something there. She can't stop thinking about you. But how can you be so sure? The signs are subtle, but unmistakable if you know what to look for. When a woman is consumed by thoughts of you, she can't fully control her reactions in your presence. Every gesture, every glance becomes a giveaway that her mind is fixated on you, even if she doesn't realize it herself. So without further ado, these are the 12 betraying signs she can't stop thinking about you. 1. Her eyes give her away. You'll know she's thinking about you constantly by the way her eyes linger and follow you around the room. When her gaze burns into you, not letting go, it's one of the biggest hints her mind is completely fixated on you. She may try to act casual and look away when you notice her staring, but those extended looks of longing speak volumes about what's really going through her head. A woman who just sees you as a friend won't waste time gazing in your direction. She simply won't care enough to get hung up on you like that. But if she can't peel her eyes away from you, sneaking peeks before bashfully looking down, it means her brain is absolutely consumed by thoughts of you. Eye contact is a primal way for humans to feel intimately connected. Those burning looks she casts your way aren't just innocent glances. They actually trigger powerful bonding chemicals in her brain to flood her with feelings of closeness. The longer she drinks in the sight of you, the stronger those sensations of intoxicating desire become. It's like her eyes are windows into the depths of attraction she feels, but may not even realize herself yet. If you catch her eyes lingering, chances are she spends countless waking hours imagining what it would be like to be yours. 2. Involuntary grooming. Smoothing her hair, adjusting her clothing, checking her makeup. These unconscious preening rituals reveal she's acutely aware of your presence. When her focus shifts to self-grooming around you, it's an ancient biological trigger to enhance her attractiveness and gain your attention. These behaviors originate from humanity's evolutionary roots, stemming from a primal urge to appear groomed and fertile to a potential mate. Adjusting her clothes or fixing her hair prepares her for the unconscious possibility of courtship. It happens without conscious thought, triggered by her brain perceiving you as a potential partner. The more pronounced and frequent the preening behaviors, the stronger her subconscious drive for you to notice her. Self-grooming is a giveaway of nerves, but also a reflexive habit to boost her chances of winning your interest. Stay alert for these subtle cues of physical self-awareness sparked by your presence. 3. Increased laughter and positivity. Does she seem exponentially happier, cheerier, and more prone to giggles when you're around? Outbursts of laughter and positivity can signal her joyful excitement simply from being in your presence. From an evolutionary standpoint, projecting positivity through smiles, laughter, and animated body language helped our ancestors attract mates. These are deep-rooted behaviors, deeply intertwined into our psychological mating rituals. When she can't stop laughing and grinning around you, it reveals her subconscious delight in your company. Those bubbly moments unveil her true feelings that she may be trying to conceal. Her happy-go-lucky persona exposes an inner desire to capture your affection by showcasing her upbeat personality. 4. Playing and anxious habits. Although subtle, playing and anxious habits can divulge her preoccupation with you. From playing with her hair to biting her nails, these seemingly insignificant tics reveal her subconscious attraction. When she can't relax and settles into restless movements around you, it's a sign you make her anxious, yet excited at the same time. Those unconscious habits help discharge her nervous energy through repetitive motions. Commonly cited examples include twisting rings, tapping feet, or skin brushing. Psychologically, she fulfills a need for stimulation through these repetitive habits because her aroused mind can't sit still. Take notice of specific behaviors that seem uniquely common when you're near. 5. Friendly teasing and flirtatious jokes. Does she constantly poke fun at you in a flirtatious, playful way? Those teasing jokes reveal an undercurrent of romantic interest. By drawing you into witty banter, she's actively soliciting your attention while making excuses to prolong the interaction. This back-and-forth playfulness satisfies a subconscious need to engage with you consistently. It's her brain's way of keeping you present in her thoughts. You'll notice recurring inside jokes that foster a flirtatious dynamic between you two. On a psychological level, the teasing behavior mimics the push-pull mating rituals of many species. By alternating between moments of friendliness and fleeting disinterest, she keeps you chasing her evasive persona. The chase ignites your competitive instincts as her mind games tap into your primal desire to pursue her. 6. She makes excuses to talk. When you catch her engineering reasons to start random conversations, it signals her desire to connect with you on a deeper level. She finds any pretext, no matter how implausible, to kickstart dialogue and divert your attention her way. From asking unimportant questions to pretending confusion over basic topics, these conversation icebreakers allow her to initiate contact in seemingly innocuous ways. But on a subconscious level, she craves any opportunity to interact and leave an impression. This tendency to manufacture excuses for communication reveals her struggles to get you off her mind. She's captivated by the idea of steering discussions her way as an outlet for her obsessive thoughts. Every chat becomes a gateway to selfishly monopolize your time and mindshare. 7. Mirroring your language and behaviors. When you notice her unconsciously imitating your speech patterns, physical posture, or gestures, it exposes her subconscious desire to harmonize with your wavelength and gain your approval. From an evolutionary psychology perspective, mirroring activates similarity-breeding connection. We gravitate toward people who move like us because it simulates shared experiences. By subconsciously synchronizing with your actions, she attempts to heighten your feelings of rapport with her. This tendency can manifest in subtle ways, like matching your body position, adopting comparable facial expressions, or using parallel vocabulary and cadences in speech. It's her mind's way of seeking closeness by convincing itself it's like you. The more mirroring you detect, the more she yearns for that intimate bond. 8. Exaggerated laughter at your jokes. Do her reactions to your humor seem over the top and excessively celebratory? That overwrought exhilaration at even your most groan-worthy jokes screams that she's worked up by your presence and strives to impress you. Psychologically, she craves the validation of your humor because laughter symbolizes compatibility and intimacy. By showering your humorous remarks with uproarious laughter, her mind convinces itself of the shared connection you two experience from the hilarity. This excessive rejoicing originates from her brain's fear of missing an opportunity to revel in your jokes and reinforce your feelings of acceptance. The exaggerated approval facilitates her pursuit by boosting your ego and making you perceive your dynamic as uniquely special. 9. Asking about your interests and hobbies. When conversation keeps circling back to probing questions about your interests, goals, and passions, she's making overt efforts to peek inside your mind and learn about your inner world. These inquiries expose her desire to get to know you more intimately. While small talk inquiries can seem innocuous, these questions reflect her intrigue and preoccupation with figuring you out as a person. The underlying motive stems from an unconscious need to progress beyond superficial conversation and intimacy. She yearns for a private window into your authentic personality. The more she digs to understand your genuine interests and what inspires you, the more it reveals you're on her mind in a big way. Her curiosity shows she's mentally invested in truly knowing you as a person. 10. Remembering little details. If she consistently recalls minor details or inside references you've mentioned, it means you're constantly in her thoughts. The little things tend to slip our minds unless we're incredibly focused on someone. For her to thoroughly commit trivial facts about you to memory unveils her subconscious forces at work. Her brain flags even insignificant details about you as precious gems of information, worthy of mental bookmarking. By showing she's attuned to the small details, like your favorite snack or that commercial jingle you can't stand, she's non-verbally signaling that your experiences, no matter how small, occupy mental real estate for her. It's a profound insight into her budding emotional investment in you. 11. Finding excuses to stay. Does she seem unwilling to leave when your encounters start winding down? Those moments where she lingers, almost delaying the inevitable goodbye, it stems from an inbuilt reluctance to end the interaction and break her immersion. By stretching out those final moments, she subconsciously extends her ability to exist in your sphere, savoring your presence for as long as possible before reality intervenes. Her hesitance signals her brain's struggle to transition away from an enjoyable experience it prefers to marinate in. On a deeper level, her mind dreads the abrupt emptiness of losing that intoxicating closeness to you. The hovering and restless movement stem from an intuitive grasping at straws to prolong the encounter. If she's purposely dragging out departures, it reveals her vexing reluctance to let you go. 12. She texts or calls for no reason. Perhaps the biggest giveaway is when she manufactures reasons to reach out via texting or calling when there's no urgency or necessary update to convey. Those prompted, seemingly unprovoked efforts to make contact expose her thirst for your attention. From a psychological standpoint, we only expend energy to initiate unprompted communication when someone holds immense mental gravity. The act of picking up the phone shows they dominated our thoughts enough to disrupt our normal flow until satisfied by connection. These uncalculated bids for your engagement, even just to leisurely catch up or ask minor questions, represent calculated releases of her overwhelming load-bearing thoughts about you. If she's frequently making low-stakes overtures just to reconnect, you can safely assume you occupy her mind in a profound way. By raising your awareness and understanding the facts behind courtship, you'll recognize the patterns that scream, "She's hooked." Apply this knowledge to turn the tables, captivate her imagination, and leave other guys in the dust. If you have made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.